Saf.
Yeah, what's good? This is MKBHD here on SuperSaf TV.
Hey guys, this is Linus on SuperSaf TV.
Hey, it's iJustine on SuperSaf TV.
Jerry Rig Everything here on SuperSaf TV.
Hey, what's up guys? Austin Evans here for SuperSaf TV.
SuperSaf.
What's up guys, this is Fasial Alsaif on SuperSaf TV.
What is up guys?
What's up guys, this is Justine Ezarik on SuperSaf TV.
What's up guys, I'm Untitled Chapter on SuperSaf TV.
Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech on SuperSaf TV.
Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q from Raqami TV here on SuperSaf TV.
What's up guys, this is David the Unlocker for SuperSaf TV.
What's up YouTube, this is Jaime Rivera here on SuperSaf TV.
So what's going on guys, I am John Rettinger from SuperSaf TV.
What's up guys, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and this is Tech Rewind 2020. So YouTube have not had an official rewind this year, but a lot of you guys will know that I kind of have my own version of a rewind where I invite a lot of my friends to look back over the year and share with us what their favorite piece of tech of the year has been. Now, 2020 hasn't been a great year for many reasons, a bit too many actually, but nevertheless, it has been an excellent year for tech, and lots of content creators around the world have been working very hard to produce high quality and entertaining content for us to enjoy. And I think that should be celebrated, and that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Now, this is actually part 2. We've already covered the best smartphones of the year in the previous video. If you haven't seen that already, I'll leave that linked in the cards and in the description. This video, we're just going to be looking at tech, not including smartphones. We'll get a bit more of a variety, and it's not going to be everybody just choosing smartphones. So to kick things off, what is my favorite piece of tech of 2020? It's a tough one, as always, but if I'm just to pick one thing, it's gotta be the PS5 DualSense controller. Now, when it comes to the PS5 versus the Xbox Series X, both are absolutely great and I love them both equally, and they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but I think one thing that pretty much nobody can deny is that the PS5 DualSense controller is truly next gen. With its haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers, it really gives you a next gen immersive experience, which I have really enjoyed. I just hope game developers really take full advantage of this. That's me. Let's see what the others have to say.
What's up YouTube, this is Jaime Rivera here on SuperSaf TV, and yeah, Saf, send me the other pair. But anyways, favorite product of 2020 that is not a smartphone. I can't believe it. I have never trusted Apple when it comes to first generation products, but M1 MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, I have been dreaming of an ultra portable powerhouse that was not expensive. And for the first time ever, on Generation 1, Apple has far exceeded my expectations. I actually bought the entry-level models assuming that, you know what, I'll try them, I'll review them. I assume that they're not going to be great. And then they have been doing renders that are faster than my maxed out 16-inch MacBook Pro, which, by the way, if anybody wants to buy it, let me know. Because to be honest with you, I think that this is all I need. And the fact that it starts at just $999 is just mind-boggling. Again, that's me. Again, Saf, thank you so much for having me.
What's up guys, this is Justine Ezarik on SuperSaf TV, and my favorite piece of tech that came out of 2020, it was a good year for tech, not a good year for, a lot of other things, but it has to be the Sony a7S III with the flip out screen. And that's my favorite. I love you.
What's up guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap on SuperSaf TV. Best consumer tech of the year? Well, I'm gonna go with the scientists who developed a COVID-19 vaccine in 10 months. They are the real heroes, and when science and technology work together like that, what they can accomplish is incredible, world-changing. But in terms of consumer tech, well, there's so many great choices this year, but for me, I think we all need a bit more fun this year, so I'm gonna go with the PS5 and the Series X, assuming of course you can actually buy one.
SuperSaf, thank you for the sunglasses. But anyway, people, I'm going to talk about my favorite piece of technology this year. There are many things, like big screen TV and stuff, but you know what I like? I like Xbox Game Pass, because honestly, video games are expensive. And Connor has, many children, maybe 25, 26, 37, or 45. Hezbollah Games Pass means, you know what, I can go month to month. I don't have to pay those children for buying games. And, you know, child support is expensive. Saf, please send me a check.
My favorite piece of tech that is not a smartphone is this, the Xbox refrigerator. Next gen. Eating? Cooling?
Hey, what's up guys? Austin Evans here for SuperSaf TV, and today let me tell you about the MacBook Air M1. Now all of the M1 Macs so far have been very impressive, but the MacBook Air is the one that has jumped out to me the most as the most well-rounded product that I've probably taken a look at all year long. Excellent battery life, excellent performance, great form factor. This really is what the MacBook I feel like has always wanted to be, and with that M1 chip, they have pushed it to a completely other level.
Jerry Rig Everything here on SuperSaf TV. I am here in my garage with my favorite tech of 2020, which is something that's been around for a while, but I just bought my first one. And it's a non-contact voltage tester tool. It's about the same size as a pen or pencil, and if I put it next to a cable like this that isn't plugged in, nothing will happen. But if I put it next to a cable that is plugged in, it goes crazy. You can see it going to the outlet right there. And so it's super easy, super quick, and when you're working with electricity, it's an easy way to stay safe.
What's up guys, this is Fasial Alsaif on SuperSaf TV. When it comes to my favorite tech of the year 2020, it gotta be the DualSense controller. We know that this is from the future and it can survive for the upcoming couple of years, and you know that it has multiple technologies that gave a very, very valuable sense to the meaning of having a controller. It will open the door for a lot of making of accessories for mobile devices as well as other consoles.
Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech on SuperSaf TV, and my favorite non-smartphone piece of tech for this year, it's gotta be the Oculus Quest 2. As an owner of the OG Rift, it is surprising how far VR has evolved despite Facebook, right? It's been such an upgrade over the OG Rift for me. The fact that it's super light and at the same time can still be used with a PC if need be. I mean, it's not gonna replace a Valve Index, but for the price and portability, I think it's one of the best tech launches this year. Again, despite Facebook. Once more, thanks for having me, Saf.
Saf, my favorite tech of 2020 is probably not what you'd imagine. Okay, despite this year having some of the best cameras and the best everything, my favorite tech of 2020 are these two guys right here. This is the Nintendo Game & Watch, like Super Mario Brothers edition, where they actually have Super Mario Brothers 1, like the original game in there. And then this is the Sega Game Gear, I think they called it the Micro, and you can play Sonic 1 in there. It's rare that technology makes you feel something, and the nostalgia that these two brought back from my childhood in the 80s and 90s made me feel. So that's why this is my favorite tech of 2020.
My favorite piece of tech from 2020 is the Sony A7C, which is kind of strange because I had waited for the A7S Mark III for many, many years. And then this guy came along. Who would have thought that you could get an interchangeable lens, full frame camera in a body this small? I'm noticing a trend here, but seriously, because it is both portable and uncompromising, I take it with me everywhere and have discovered or rediscovered my love for photography.
So what's going on guys? I am John Rettinger from SuperSaf TV, and my favorite piece of tech of everything that came out in 2020, and I can guarantee I'm the only one in this video that said this, is the Bose Sleep Buds 2. The Deuce. I've got sleep issues, essentially little buds that go into your ear that pipe in white noise, but you can sleep on your side. They sit flush. They fixed all the problems with the first ones, which Bose had to just cancel. They've got USB Type-C now instead of micro USB. And they actually charge when you put them in their case. I love them. If you sleep with a white noisemaker, you've got sleep issues. The Bose Sleep Buds 2 serve a spot in your ear holes. Sorry for saying ear holes, Saf.
Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q from Rakami TV here on SuperSaf TV. And Saf, you asked me a really tough question. Every year, it's the same tough question. You told me to choose my favorite device that's not a phone. So I thought I might be sneaky and choose this, the Galaxy Z Fold 2, because To many, it's a tablet that can fold and become a phone. But then I thought, you know what? I don't want to be sneaky. I'll tell you what I love. So the device that I am utterly in love with right now is the Q750TS. It's a Samsung television that is 8K, has beautiful colors, it's QLED, and it even has a pretty nice metal remote. So besides the 8K screen and this beautiful QLED that gives you vibrant colors, I'm actually looking at it right behind the camera right now, it also has Apple TV built in. Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Linus on SuperSaf TV, and where do I start? 2020 was a junk year for pretty much everything but tech. We got amazing new consoles from Sony and Microsoft, a worthy update to the legendary A7S II from Sony, and the first ever 12K camera from Blackmagic. We got the fastest gaming graphics cards the world has ever seen with NVIDIA's RTX 3000 series, and the world's first 360Hz gaming displays to go with them. But I'm still gonna pick AMD's Ryzen 5000 and Apple's M1 as the most important products of the year. Nothing else on my list has a chance of shaking up the entire computing industry the way that those have and will. And if there's one thing that I'm always rooting for, it's more competition to drive innovation for the consumer.
What's up guys, this is David the Unlocker for SuperSaf TV. And my favorite tech this year is the DJI Mini 2. I did my real world test on it recently actually and compared it to the original DJI Mavic Mini, and I feel like DJI just took everything I could have possibly complained about on the original and not only fixed it, but improved it. Much better controller, better image quality, and 4K finally, OcuSync for a much more stable connection, even down to little touches like an included lock for the propellers that I didn't realize I needed. All under 249 grams still, and just $449.
Yo, what's good? This is MKBHD here on SuperSaf TV. All right, my favorite piece of tech of the year. Now, I'm guilty of usually having a bit of a recency bias. I look back at like the last few days and weeks of stuff that came out. I'm gonna go with the 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro. I might not be the only one picking this, but geez, the battery life this thing gets is absolutely ridiculous. And the performance on top of that amazing battery life is super good. Now, I know there's gonna be better Apple Silicon Macs coming, and I know there's other great stuff you could pick for this year, but just for me personally, I think the biggest, like the most improved award as far as one piece of tech over the other has got to go to those M1 Macs. So that new MacBook Pro, it's fantastic.
And there we have it guys, Tech Rewind 2020 SuperSaf style, some of the best tech of the year as chosen by some of your favorite YouTubers. What is your favorite piece of tech of 2020? Do drop that down in the comments below. As mentioned, there is a part 1 of this video, which is the best smartphones of the year. If you haven't seen that already, I will link that in the cards and down in the description. And there's also a bonus clip towards the end of this video because Casey actually got me his clip slightly later after I had already published the first video, so stay tuned for that. I want to say a huge thanks to all of my friends for taking the time out and getting involved in this collaboration as every year. Do go ahead and check them all out. I'll be leaving them all linked down in the description below. And also maybe subscribe to this channel if you want to see more collaborations and content like this. Also hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future coverage. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do hit that thumbs up button for me. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.
Favorite phone of 2020 is difficult. I think that what Microsoft did with the Surface Duo is probably the most impressive tech I've seen in a phone in a long time. The Samsung Galaxy Flip Z, I think it's called. I don't have one, but that's really cool implementation of the folding screen. That fascinates me. And then the phone that I use the most of 2020, like my favorite to actually use, is the iPhone 12 mini. But it's not that sexy or interesting compared to a folding screen. So it's a big year for phones, I guess, but I still just like Old Faithful.
Bro, now I know what you go through when you wear these reflective glasses. Like, what are people gonna zoom in on? Like, do I have any secret stuff?